Hello again there, APBA fans and APBA football enthusiasts. Tigerbob here on the Tigerbob Broadcasting Network with another crazy game as we're entering the fourth quarter. We're going to do some bonus coverage of the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons in Game 40 of my double elimination tournament. This is a loser's bracket game. With the loser of this game will be eliminated. Both these teams are 1-1, and what a show they are putting on. So far, Dak Prescott is 20 for 31 for 262 yards. He has thrown 5 touchdowns and 1 interception. And Kirk Cousins is 23 for 29. He has thrown for 371 yards, and he's thrown for 3 touchdowns. Bijan Robinson has 2 touchdown runs. Dowdle, he has 15 carries for 89 yards. There's been offensive explosions all over the place again. And we pick it up right here. Atlanta had just scored a touchdown on the last play of the third quarter on a 2-yard touchdown run by Bijan Robinson. And we're going to pick it up with Dallas to kick off. It was in the end zone, and Dallas is taken over on their own 30-yard line after the touchback. And let's play some APBA football the way I play it. I got my own homebrew defensive call charts. I got my 10-sided floating index. Here's my down and situation. First down, we're going to go inside run to Rico Dowdle. Dallas, they're a -1 on the offensive index. So the -1, 1 through 3, they're grade C, 4 through 7, they're B, and 8, 9, and 10, they'll be grade A. And the Atlanta Falcons, they are at a +3. They started the game at a +2, but Dallas has an injury. As their defensive end Goiten's is in the tent. And that lifted up Atlanta's offense a little bit more. So let's get ready to play the game here. First down, handoff inside to Rico Dowdle. 0 puts them in the A index. Second dice roll 51 puts them in the D. Handoff. 16, 25. No gain. Defensive play there by the Atlanta Falcons. 16 carries, 89 yards today for Dowdle. But that was a big stop there. Second down. 10 to go. Try to keep my clock caught up. 2nd and 10. They're going to come back and they're going to throw a little short pass to Brandon Cooks. 2nd and 10. 45 is a 12. That's probably going to be complete. 1. C is going to put him into B. Second dice roll, 64. That's going to be a nickelback. That's going to put him back down to a C. 45, 12. That ball is actually an incomplete pass. Wow. Back-to-back strong defensive plays by the Falcons there. They are trying to get the ball back here. We got ourselves 3rd down. 10 to go. What kind of play is Dallas in the call on 3rd and 10? They're going to go medium pass to CeeDee Lamb. Prescott. See if he can make a play here. And he's been making them all day long. 3rd and 10. 64 is a 9. 8 puts him in the A index. 62 puts him in the 1 line, but they're running a nickelback. But he's a star, so it doesn't matter. So 1 line. 64. He only completes it for 3 yards. 3 yards is all he could get out of that. So they will have to punt the ball away as they do not convert on 3rd down. with the 62, we got a defensive player injured. All my injuries come from the dice rolls here. So defensive player, dice roll 25. D4 is hurt. Who is hurt for the Falcons? Atlanta Falcons, 1, 2, 3. Alford is actually the guy that is hurt. Alford is hurt. The first injury today for the Falcons. He is the nickelback. Let's see if there's somebody else that can come in there. If they got another guy that's a 3. Phillips is coming in. Phillips will come in to play nickelback, and they're going to drop 1. So Alford is gone. He's in the tent. Phillips is in. For defense goes down 1, so they go down to a 35 defense. Dallas goes to even. But they still had to punt the ball away here, as they were unable to move the ball down the field. And here comes Anchor. He's going to be punting from the 33-yard line. 52 is an 8. We have ourselves a 45 TA, so a good punt, 45. Third punt today for him, 45 yards. 2, 12, 22, 32, 42, 45. Who's going to be returning the punt? Will be Williams. This will be his first return of the game. Avery Williams from the 22. 43 is a 27. He calls a fair catch. With 13:30 left in the game. Falcons are going to come down and try and take the lead. Kirk Cousins has been unreal today, as he does not want to see the rookie Penix come in the game. So 1st and 10. So far, we have 17 carries and 67 yards for Bijan Robinson, and that's the way they're going to start the drive. They're going to run Bijan Robinson inside. They're a +3 on the offensive index. 5 puts them in the B. 12 puts them in the G. Left column, 53. 17. 5-yard run for Robinson. 72 yards on the day. Second down. 5 to go. Dice roll. It's a 12. That means we got an offensive player injured now. Who is hurt on the Atlanta Braves offense? Offense number 46. Oh boy, 46. That is 8. That is the quarterback. Oh my God, did I just jinx Cousins? Cousins is hurt. 5. Cousins is banged up and he is out of the game. Kirk Cousins, the day he's been having, and he is injured, and he's going to the tent. Back to the action, and the rookie, Michael Penix, he is coming in the game. It looks like Cousins, he was banged up pretty bad. Looks like he will be out for the game. So now we got a situation. We got a second down. 5 to go. And they're going to run Robinson inside again. At least get Penix a handoff. 2nd and 5. Ooh, 5 puts them in the B index. 63 puts them in the D. 55. 16 up the middle. 8-yard run for Robinson. 80 yards on the day. And here come the Falcons. Going to try and win it with a rookie quarterback. Felt like Beetlejuice. I said his name. I said Penix's name, and then he came in the game. I didn't say it 3 times, but here we go. What's the play going to be? First down. He's going to throw a little short pass. Little short pass to London. Just to try and get in the flow of the game. Penix's first pass of the game. 22 is a 4. 1 puts them in the C index. It'll bump up to the B. 53 puts them in the D. 22, the 4. First down plus 3. 13 yards to London. London's up to 66 yards receiving today. And Penix comes right in, and he picks up right where Cousins is left off. They're just shy of midfield. So they always keep the official time on my score sheet. Once in a while I get lax here, but here we go. 12 minutes left in the game. 35-35 here in Atlanta in a loser's bracket game. First down. Another short pass. This time a little short pass to Ray McLeod out of Clemson. 53 is at 8. 2 puts him in the C. That'll bump. Actually a plus 2. Yep, 2. Then a bump up to the B because of the receiver. 55 puts him up in the 1 line. 53 is an 8. 7-yard completion to McLeod. Nice catch. 61 yards receiving for McLeod today. Second down. 3 to go. Bijan inside again. 2nd and 3. They're going to ride him. They're going to keep riding Bijan. 2nd and 3. 0. Puts them in the 8 index. 61. Puts them in the 1. They're actually in a blitz. Left column. 24. It's a 22. Which will go up to a 20. 1 yard gain. Not what he was hoping for there. So gains 1. Puts him in the 3rd and 4. 11 minutes left in the game. Actually, I should say 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Short pass. Kyle Pitts. 3rd and 2. Penix. 61's a 10. Short pass. 7. B is going to go up to the grade A. 21 on the 3rd and 2. Puts them in a standard. The 10. Completes it. 8 yard. 8 yard completion to Pitts. That moves the chains. As the rookie's coming in, and he is doing really good so far. 3rd down conversion. So 8 yards. Moves the chains. They're down to the 36-yard line. As they're continuing. They're trying to eat up some clock here, too. Robinson, he looks a little winded there. They're going to bring Algier for a run. That's going to put the team at a +1. Here comes Tyler Algier, inside run. Giving Robinson a little break. 0. Puts him in the A index. 42. Puts him in the standard. 61. 18. 3-yard run. 6 carries for 24 yards today for Algier. Got to keep rotating these guys out. 2nd down. 7 to go. Algier out. Bijan Robinson in. Inside run. 2. Puts him in the C index. 22. Puts him in the G. 61. 19. No gain. Robinson. Dallas comes up big on that one. 81 yards rushing today for Bijan. Now we're in a passing situation. We're in a 3rd down with 9.5 minutes left in the game. Third down, can Penix make a play? Who's he going to be looking for? Third down, he's going to be looking for the kid from Tulane. Darnell Mooney. Third down, 7 to go. Penix back, looking. It's an 8. That could be a completion here. 7. B goes up to the grade A receiver. 22 on a 3rd and 7. That puts him in the D. 3rd and 7. Go to my D chart. And that's going to put him in the standard. 53 is an 8. 11 yard. Completion. Mooney gets it. Makes a move. Gets 11 yards. And that is going to be the first down. Mooney, 138 receiving yards today. So many catches he has. 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's first down. Move it 11 yards. 22-yard line. Is Penix getting to the point he's going to try and air one out here? Or are they going to keep trying to articulate the ball down the field? I think for the time being, they're going to keep trying to run it a little bit. They're going to go outside run. Bijan Robinson from the 22-yard line. 43 is a 29. That is going nowhere. Probably backwards. The outside run. 3. On the +2. That puts them in the B index. 22 puts them in the G. 43, 29. Bijan lost 10 yards on that. Oh, no. I don't run outside very often, but I did there, and it did not work out. 10-yard loss. Now we got the second down and a bunch. 8.5 minutes left in the game. What can we call on this one here? They're going medium pass. Medium to Drake London. See if Penix can make a play from the 32-yard line. Oh, 66 is a 3. Penix can make a play. Wow. 6. That's going to bump the B index up to an A because he's an A receiver. 65. They're running a nickel back. .66 is the 3. That is a 29-yard completion. Wow. London for 29 yards. London has 95 yards receiving today. What a huge pass and catch. 29 yards. That's a first down at the 3-yard line. There's the Falcons with the starting quarterback on the bench with 8 minutes left in the game looking to come down and take a lead. Coming back from a terrible run by Bijan Robinson. Now he's going to try and run between the tackles. First down, handoff inside. 43s to 29 again. Oh, geez. Grade C, 3 line. 43, 29. He loses 4. He is going backwards on his carries. And this actually gets a little bit worse because it looks like we got an offensive player down on the field. Because 12 is the dice roll. Atlanta did not have an injury till I started recording, and now that is their 3rd injury. So offensive injury. 64. 64 will be the running back. Bijan Robinson is hurt now. He's a J1. He will be out for the game. Wow. So he's had a pretty good day, but the last couple runs he's been not so good. Now he is out of the game. So now they're going to go from a +2 on the offense to a +1. As Algiers, he'll come in and he'll be the feature back. He's a 3, where Robinson was a 4. And the way I play the game, injuries do play into it. So now we got 2nd down from the 7-yard line. Penix is going to throw a short pass. Short pass to Ray McLeod. Back in the pocket. Looking Penix. 23 is a 29. Looks like he is going to get sacked. As this is just dropping off in a hurry. 0 puts him in the 8 index. 24 puts him in the standard. 29 loses 6 yards. 6-yard sack. That's the first time a Falcon quarterback has been sacked today. His cousins have hit a few times, but he wasn't sacked. And now we got 3rd down. Goal to goal from the 13. With 7 minutes left. What kind of play can they run? They're going to run some trickery. They're going to run an outside run. They're going to jet sweep to Ray McLeod. Here's the handoff. McLeod going around. 55 is a 3. Will that get them there? 1, 2, 3, and a +1. They're in the C index. 43 puts them in the D. 55 is a 3. 14-yard run, McLeod. He runs around the end, and he's going to score. Ray McLeod on the reverse. 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons, behind Penix, do come down and take the lead here with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game. McLeod runs it in from 13 yards. And pending the extra point, the Falcons could be taking a 42-35 lead. And here comes Young Ho Koo for the extra point. 14 is a 31. A 31 on the extra point. We got a RP board. No? Yep, we got an RP11. RP11 on the extra point. RP11, 9. Nothing easy here. RP11, we got a 9. Bad snap. Holder tackle the ball behind line of scrimmage. Flag on the play. See penalty column. TM. So penalty on the play. Penalty. 526. Use the Malloy charts for my penalties. 526. That is a 5. That is a neutral zone infraction on the defense. Oh, boy. That's what happened there. They jumped offside, so he's going to kick it over again. As we got a penalty. 21 is a 39, and they get the extra point. Looks like the neutral zone infraction caused the issues. So the Falcons, fourth quarter, take the 42-35 lead. Can Dak bring the team back? And this is my second bonus coverage game here that has just been absolute high scoring. I did play a game yesterday, and that was between Pittsburgh and Cleveland. And Pittsburgh won that one 30-15 as Cleveland they were just miserable. They benched Winston and brought in Deshaun Watson for a little bit. But they were turning the ball over, and it was not quite the shootout we got going on here. So who's coming in to do the kicking? We got Bradley Pinion. He's the actual kicker for kicking off. He just doesn't do the field goals. He's the punter. He kicks off. Pinion, 15 is a 25. He kicks it through the end zone. for a touchback. And here comes the Cowboys with 6:45 left in the game from their own 30-yard line. Down by 7. As the Falcons did use up quite a bit of the clock there. Dak Prescott. As he has just been so good today. 265 yards passing. They still have a lot of clock here. They can still run the ball if they want. Or they can throw it. First down, what they're going to do? They're going to throw a little short pass to the running back out of the backfield. Little short pass to Rico Dowdle. They are +0 on the offensive index. 6 will put them in the B. So they're in the B index. Looks like he's going to complete this one. Get situated here. B index. Dice roll. They're in the G line. They were looking for the run. 31 is an 8. Dowdle grabs it. 14-yard completion. 279 yards for Prescott today. Dowdle, he has 3 catches for 40 yards. That'll be a first down. That'll move the chains. That'll take another 30 seconds left off the clock. 6:15 left. What they're going to do here, now they're going to run Dowdle inside. Rico, inside runner. 52s to 28. Wow, a lot of bad dice rolls. 0. Going to put them in the A. 15. Put them in the G. 52, 28. Loses a yard. Second down. 11 to go. 5:45 left in the game. 2nd and 11. See if they can't get the big tight end out of Wisconsin open. Little short pass to Ferguson. 41 is a 20. That ball's going to go incomplete. Pass to Ferguson. He was open on the play. But now we got ourselves a 3rd down. With 5.5 minutes left in the game. 3rd down and 11. Could be a 2-down situation. We'll see what happens. They're going to go a short pass to Tolbert on 3rd and 11. Prescott. 32's a 21. That ball looks like that's going to flutter incomplete. 0. Puts them in the A index. 46. Puts them in the 1 line. 32's a 21. .46 is a double cover. I do this a little bit differently. If it's a 21 and I get the double cover, I do drop down to the 23 with the quarterback pressure because I'm trying to get my interceptions up a little bit. As my interception percentage been down too far, so that's a W59. Interception, W59, 22. W59, 22. .46 D8. So he fires it down there, 46 yards. So that is as good as a punt anyways. And to look at the rules there to make sure, and that is just going to go down as an incomplete pass, as they are just going to let that ball hit the ground. I need to pause this everything and look at the rules to make sure I can do that. So that is an incomplete pass. And it will now be 4th down, and they're going to punt the ball away. So on comes the punter. Punting it away with 5.5 minutes left in the game. Brian Anger. 24 is a 6. 40-yard punt to the TA. 4th punt today. 40 yards. 7, 17, 27, 37, 89, 40. The TA will be Williams. Will be returning it from the 17-yard line. Avery Williams from Boise State, 31. P column is a 10. 10-yard return. His first punt return today. Fair caught one earlier. So 10 yards. Puts him up to the 27-yard line. And that gets us down to 5 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. Atlanta with a 7-point lead. Penix in for Cousins, who got hurt a little bit ago. They lost their running back. So both Cousins and Bijan Robinson are out of the game. So Allgeier, he's going to be the main runner here. First down, inside run, 27-yard line. Handoff, 2. Puts them in the C index. Second dice roll, 46. Puts them in the standard. And they're going to get a key on them. A successful key, 64 is a 17. Dropped to the 19. He gains 2 yards. I created a defensive system where there's dice rolls, depending on how good the defense is, does create the keys and does create the double teams or the double covers. So second down, 8 to go. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left here. Are they going to keep running it? Are they going to, yeah, 2nd and 8, they're going to throw a short pass. He is going to throw it. They're not going to slow the offense down yet. Short pass to Pitts. 46 is a 19. That is going to be an incomplete pass to Pitts. They should have probably ran it, but they didn't want to play 2. There's still so much time left in the game here. Now we got 3rd down. 4.5 minutes left. What they going to do on 3rd down? Can Penix make a play? They're going to go Allgeier's going to run it up the middle on 3rd down. 3rd down, 8 to go. 56 is a 24. He's not going to go anywhere. 5 puts him in the B. They had the right defense to run again. They were up against a D. 56, 24. 4-yard run for Allgeier. 30 yards on the day. They got to punt the ball back to Dallas. Dallas got the stop that they wanted. The stop that they needed. So with 4 minutes left, out comes the punter. Pinion. This will be his 3rd punt today for Bradley Pinion. Punt from the 29-yard line. 25 is a 4. 52-yard punt. 52 yards. 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 51, 52-yard punt to the TA. The TA will be Turpin. He had a 13-yard return earlier. See if he can't get a couple yards back here for the Cowboys. Try to set Dak up. 36 is a 27. He does not return it. He calls for the fair catch. We are at 3:45 left in the game. And here comes Dallas from their own 19-yard line. And Dak Prescott. What can he do? Can he be a hero? Right now, they're just going to run a straight up defense because clock's not really a factor. Dallas can run it or they can throw it. So what they're doing on first down, they're actually going to throw it. They're going to throw a short pass to Braden Cooks on first down. Dak Prescott, 3:45 left in the game. Back in the pocket, looking for Cooks. 34 is a penalty. A 2.62 on a passing penalty. That was on a short pass. That is a 30. 2:30. That is a 13. On my charts here, 13. That is going to be an offensive penalty. What's the call going to be? 13. Illegal use of hands offense, 10 from line. We got to see what the result of the play is. Short to Cooks. Yeah, that would have been completed, so that's going to be a 10-yard penalty. See, half the distance of the goal, it'll be a 9-yard penalty. Eats up 15 seconds. So Dallas is backing themselves up. Now they got first down and 19 to go. Takes the screen pass out. What they're going to do on first 19, they're running the same play. They're running a short pass to Cooks. 10-yard line. 25. He's going to get some of it back. I don't know if he get all of it, but he's within the 10-yard line. 3. That puts him in the C. Going to bump him up to the B. 65. That puts them in a nickel back. But they got two guys that add up to 8 that they do. So once again, C goes up to the B. One line. They got a successful double cover. 25's a 7. Drops to 9. He completes it for 6 yards. 6-yard catch for Cooks. 285 yards today for Prescott. Cooks gets 6 yards. 3 catches, 42 yards. Clock moves another 30 seconds. So now they got a second down. 3 minutes left in the game. Second down and yeah, it looks like we got second and 13. Second and 13. Little short pass to CD Lamb. Trying to make this more manageable from the 16-yard line. 32's a 21. Prescott, another bad pass. 2 puts him in the C. That'll put him in the B. 66. Gonna put them in the nickelback. So he puts them right down to the C. Left column. And they got a double cover on them. 32's a 21. That ball's going to be intercepted. W58. W58, 52. W58, 52. 14 yard to the D10. $14-yard, that one is intercepted by, we will find out. Caden Ellis with the interception at the 30-yard line. He's going to try and return it. 64 on the R column is a 20. Let's see what kind of return he had. 8-yard return for Caden Ellis. With 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the game, the Falcons looking at possibly putting this game away. They're up by 7, and all they need is a field goal to put this game away. That's Dak Prescott. Made some bad passes here at the end of the game. Back to the offense. Penix in. Dallas is in the run defense. First down. What they going to call? Inside run. Algier. 22-yard line. 41's a 25. That's going to be no gain on first down for Allgaier. Dallas going to burn their first time out. Second down, 10 to go. Move the clock to 2:30. We got to see who else the running back would be for Atlanta. Who would be another backup running back for these guys? Because I don't want to just run the same guy every time. The other running back will be second and 10 to go. They are going to run Allgaier again. From the 22-yard line. 2 puts them in the C index. They're in a run defense. 46 puts them in a standard. They got the double. They got the key on them. 33 is a 15. Going to drop to a 17. 2-yard run. 32 yards today for Allgaier. Dallas burns another timeout. 2:15 left here. It is third down. Allgaier out. Coming in to run will be Jose McClellan going to get a carry. He's going to go inside as we have a third down. And 8 to go. McClellan inside. 3rd and 8. 0 puts them in the A. 34. They're looking for the run. They're in the 3 line. Left column. 26. 22. 2 yards for McClellan. His first carry. We are at the 2-minute warning. And out comes the field goal kicker. Field goal would give them the 10-point lead. In comes Ko. In comes Young Hong Koo. 18, this will be a 35-yarder. Kicking from the 18-yard line. Here's the snap. Here's the hold. Here's the kick. 42 is an 18 from the 18. It is right down the middle. And the Falcons with 145 plus the adjustment. 145, 158 left in the game. Take a 10-point lead. So 145 left. Cowboys down by 10 points. Bradley Pinion kicking off from the 35-yard line. 66 is a 25. That ball is in the end zone. And Dallas will be taking over on their 30-yard line. Because they got to come down and try and make something happen in a hurry. And we got Atlanta is in a pass defense. Dak Prescott, first down. First down, they're going to try a medium pass. 2. Jalen Tolbert. Back, looking around, looking for Tolbert. 36 is a 12 on a medium pass. 5. That puts him in the B, but he'll jump up to the A because he's an A receiver. 35 puts him in the D. Dice roll. 36 was a 12. Incomplete pass to Tolbert. Second down. 10 to go. We are down to 1:30 left in the game. Medium pass to CeeDee Lamb. Back in the pocket. Looking. Fires. 45 is a 12. 3. That puts him in the C index. Bump up to the B. 33. Puts him in the D. That ball's going to go incomplete to CeeDee Lamb. Third down. 1:15 left. Prescott cannot even hit a pass now. Medium to Cooks. Got to try and get a first down here. Back in the pocket looking for Cooks. 52 is a 26. Dak is going to try and scramble with it. He's going to scramble in the C running index. And he scrambles for 9 yards, and he's knocked out of bounds. Prescott's first scramble of the day. 9 yards. We're down to 1 minute left. And now we got ourselves a 4th and 1. Dallas has 1 timeout left. 4th and 1. Little short pass to Ferguson. A 4th and 1. Ooh, 66. 3. C puts him into B. 32. Puts him in a D. 66 is a 2. It's going to be 39, our first down plus 4. 39 or 5, depending on the free safety. The free safety is a 3. It's a short pass to the tight end. 1 through 5, it'll be a 5-yard completion. And that's what it is, 5-yard completion to Ferguson. He did get the first down. Clock does stop. So we are at 45 seconds left in the game. 5-yard completion. He's going to throw a long pass to C.D. Lamb against a prevent defense. 42, 8, incomplete pass to Lamb. 30 seconds left. They're going to fire one on. I guess it really don't matter, but they're going to try another long pass to Tolbert. Throwing the bomb. Back in the pocket. Prescott looking for Tolbert. 63 is a 31. 3 on a long pass. That will put them in the C, bumped up to the B because he's an A receiver. 62. Going to put them in the nickelback. Puts it back down to the C. 32. We got a R. No, it's 63 is a 31. Incomplete with a TH. Penalty. Penalties a 3. 63. That is a pass interference. Oh my, a pass interference on a long pass. W71. W71 13. They actually called a 42-yard pass interference on it. .42 yards. 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 42. So with 15 seconds left, Dallas is down to the 14-yard line. After a long pass interference. Last play of the game. Short pass to C.D. Lamb. 36 is a 12. The last play of the game is Dallas. Played good early. 4. It'll be a grade A receiver. 15. Puts him in a standard. Hits him for 7 yards. And the clock will run out. And that is the game here. There's the Falcons with their quarterback out and their running back out. scored the last 10 points of the game, and they beat the Falcons over the Cowboys 45-35, and I'll be back in a minute with a wrap-up. Thank you so much for joining me for bonus coverage of the Dallas Cowboy Atlanta Falcon double elimination loser bracket game here in the tournament, the 2024 season card tournament. In the end, the Falcons held them off and they won it 45-35, even though Cousins left hurt, Bijan Robinson left hurt. They still did enough as Dallas really struggled in the fourth quarter after through 3 quarters was 35-35. It started out early in the game. Atlanta had a 19-yard pass from Cousins, London from Cousins, and then CeeDee Lamb caught a 21-yarder from Prescott. McLeod, 31-yard pass from Cousins, and Cooks, 11-yard from Prescott. Both quarterbacks had 2 touchdowns each as we went to the second quarter. Second quarter, Robinson, a 3-yard run for Atlanta, and Ferguson, a 4-yard pass from Prescott. That was Prescott's 3rd touchdown. Went to the third quarter. Halfway through the third quarter, Mooney caught a 59-yard pass from Cousins. Dallas come back with a 4-yard pass, and after a quick turnover, a minute later, Dallas scored again, and they were up 35-28. Who would think that'd be the last time they would score? Falcons scored on the last play of the third quarter, and that's when I took over on the bonus coverage. McLeod did a 13-yard jet sweep. And after a turnover, Koo kicked a 35-yard field goal to ice this game at the end. Statistically, the game probably ended up about like it should. Falcons had 533 team yards to Dallas's 394. Both teams had 2 turnovers. The Falcons lost 2 fumbles. Dak Prescott threw the 2 interceptions. Atlanta ran 71 plays. Dallas ran 63 plays. Running, Atlanta 35 rushes for 110 yards and 3 touchdowns, so they only averaged 3 yards a carry. Bijan Robinson was doing pretty good, but then he had a couple bad losses there before he got hurt. Then Dallas had 19 carries, 97. They just ended up having to throw the ball so much. They 44 attempts throwing, 19 rushes. Where over here, Atlanta was 35 and 35, so they were pretty balanced. When the game starts, I do keep track of that. In Atlanta, normally 33 passes a game, 29 rushes. In Dallas, 37-25. So Dallas is typically a little pass heavy, but not this much. Go over some individual statistics. Kirk Cousins was 23 for 29 for 361, 3 touchdowns before he got hurt. Penix come in, he was 5 for 6 for 68 yards. Dallas, in the losing cause, Prescott was 25 for 44 for 297, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Top runner in the game was for Dallas. Dowdle ended up 17 carries, 86 yards. Robinson, 23 carries for 67 yards for Atlanta. And Al Geyer, he carried 10 for 32. Top receiver in the game, Mooney had 6 catches, 138 yards and a touchdown. London, 95 yards. McLeod, 61 yards each with a touchdown. Out of the backfield, Robinson had 4 receptions, 71 yards. For Dallas, CeeDee Lamb was targeted 12 times, 7 catches, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ferguson, 55 yards, a touchdown. Tolbert, 40 yards and a touchdown. And Cooks, 42 yards and a touchdown. 5 touchdown passes for Dak Prescott. He was good early, just towards the end of the game. We play these games and you know that the dice rolls cannot keep up. And talk a little bit about the interceptions and stuff there right now in my league here. As this tournament goes on, I do keep track of team statistics throughout the tournament. And in the actual real world NFL, 2.3% of the passes are intercepted. And in my league right now, I have 1.77% of my passes thrown are intercepted. And that's why I allow the teams that have the better defenses and can make the plays to let the 21s on the passer cards becomes 23s and maybe even 22s become 24s to get a couple more interceptions. Because that's the one thing I have them again a lot of is the interceptions. And other than that, I typically do most of the rules right by the rule book. So that is it here from Bay City, Michigan, as Atlanta continues on in the losers bracket. And they go on to play in the next round. They will play the high-flying Tampa Bay Buccaneers that put up 50. So that should be a really wild game here with Atlanta and Tampa Bay hooking up in a losers bracket game. And Dallas, they're done for the tournament this year. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for following along. Any questions, any comments, any likes, any questions even with the way I play the game, be happy to let you know. You guys have a great football week, and goodbye. And as always, keep playing APBA football and APBA sports games. They are the most fun and I think very realistic games out there. Now, goodbye.